Rock and Wiley, Eddie House, and Ric Bucher are back. Let's move to the Lakers, who have been engulfed in drama this week, with Magic Johnson shocking the team and the rest of the NBA by abruptly stepping down as team president. After a disastrous season, a lot of people are calling for a complete management overhaul. But according to ESPN's Ramona Shelburne, Rob Pelinka will not only keep his job as GM, but his power is actually expected to grow. Not doubting Ramona's reporting. I do believe that's the message they're putting out. I just don't buy it long term. I think that's the proper thing to say and to push out right now. But I think they're going to do a legitimate search for a team president, and then decisions beneath that will be made.
Yeah, I buy it in the present. But once the dust settles, once they figure out which way is up, they get over the shock of Magic Johnson leaving that position. Rob probably is not long for that position either. It was a good cop, bad cop marriage. It was a tag team effort. You bring in Magic for the charisma, the lure, the star factor, and then, Rob, you do the dirty work. With your reputation, how you used to take advantage and flex your power because you had Kobe Bryant and other powerful clients and those relationships that were damaged. You do the dirty work, you do the day-to-day, and I'm Magic, I'll be the bowl on the prize. Now, without Magic there, I don't see how that combo could even work with him with someone else unless you bring in a Magic type, which are few and far between.
I agree that it's a matter of it's right now. I don't know if he's Mr. Right, but he's Mr. Right now because they have to go out on the free agent market. The idea that you're going to go through a search, you're going to go through a thorough search, you're going to find somebody, then you're going to put them in place, and then you're going to go out and you're going to find that other superstar that you're looking for. The timeline just doesn't work. Now, my understanding is that Jeannie Buss wants Kawhi Leonard. And I've even heard that she has a certain level of confidence that she can get him. I know that she doesn't want Steve Ballmer to get him. And Steve Ballmer, that's his #1 target, and they've been working on that. So that's at the heart of this. If Pelinka gets Kawhi Leonard, yeah, I think he's not only Mr. Right now, he's Mr. Right. He gets to keep that job. This summer is going to be the referendum on that. But keep in mind, the way the Lakers work, you're working from a small pool. You have to have a family connection to Laker Nation. And Rob has that through Kobe. Yeah. And Kobe, from everything I understand, just from what I have seen, Kobe at this point is probably more closely connected to Jeannie than Magic was. And that in this battle, see, my understanding is...
Oh, yeah, Black Mamba's hands are all over this. There's no question about it.
For sure.
I think it's smoke and mirrors. They're looking for somebody. They got to get somebody to either appease LeBron James, because everything that we've heard about Rob Pelinka is people aren't answering his calls. They're not calling back. He's not able to. Agents don't like him. GMs don't like him. How can you win with that? If that's a known fact, right? We all know that. Why would I move forward with the guy that potentially is taking an opportunity away from me, where we're trying to build and get better? We have to be on the phone. We have to be in constant communication with all 30 teams, 29 other teams. We have to do that, but we can't because of him. You have to remove that.
Here's what I think Rick is saying, and I kind of buy it. That Rob Pelinka went in and made an argument. Me and Kobe can get Kawhi here. Trust me, Jeannie. And she's, okay, you do that, you can keep the job. And we'll keep you in place for now.
Here's the other part of it is...
Keep talking, Rick. I'm listening because that's my guy, Kawhi, over at the Clippers.
Are you ready for him to come to the...
Yeah, I'm getting ammo right here to go back and counter this. Let's hear it.
I honestly believe that this innuendo that nobody's returning calls, let's think about that for a second. If I'm another GM, if I'm another team, why am I not taking Rob Pelinka's call? Why am I not willing to listen to what he has to say or what he might be offering? I'm not doing my job if I don't do that. I believe that
wasn't that the same thing they said Dale Dempster wasn't calling him back?
Yeah. So it's a relationship business, so that happens.
Yeah, so
it's a relationship business.
But Magic and LeBron were as much a part of that because they were brazen in their tampering with Anthony Davis. That wasn't, I don't like Rob Pelinka. That was, I don't like the Lakers. Rick, you guys think you can just advertise you're going to steal my guy?
It's not just talking to GMs in the NBA. In football either. You got to get the agent on board as well to some degree. And Rob Pelinka has a problem with other agents.
And that's the issue with, I see the marriage between Rob Pelinka and the Lakers organization lasting. They just went through this. Jim Buss on his own, trying to be the head recruiter, trying to be the guy that's going to be the gravity that everyone's going to
involved. Kobe's involved.
Well, okay, we need Kobe behind the scenes to do this, because if not, you just got Jim Buss plus and Rob Pelinka, and that didn't have any fruit. I don't think that this will.
Unlike Magic Johnson, this is not meant as a pot shot, but it's just factual. Magic Johnson, I'm Jeannie. Jeannie Buss is my sister. She can trust me. Those words mean nothing. Kobe's loyalty to Rob Pelinka is real and legitimate and will be backed up by
And that's
actions.
why you got a business and family. You got to sometimes separate that. And you got to go what the right thing is. And, listening to Kobe and feeling his family, he's telling you that Rob Pelinka's a guy. You got to get a president. So who's the president that's going to work with Rob Pelinka? Who's going to be the head coach to work with those two guys? How's that dynamic?
Kobe, man.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, well, if Kobe comes in, is that going to say that it's going to be successful?
Kobe said on record he doesn't want to do that.
But you thought because
job.
Magic Johnson came in, it was going to be a
And
chance.
why?
Yeah, Kobe's not doing that job.
But if I can operate, if I can pull the strings, but my name's not on it, that's the perfect place to be. So he has Rob doing what he wants. He has Jeannie's ear and the ability to influence how the Lakers are run, but I don't actually have to wear the responsibility for the results.
Or the criticism.
That is the ideal place to be. And by the way, I don't believe this is by accident. I believe that Jeannie Buss, when she told Magic that he couldn't fire Rob Pelinka, she knew what the response was going to be. I don't know that she anticipated that he was going to step off right as soon as he could, but the idea that it would send him out the door, I think Jeannie, when she gave the emojis and she gave him it's good knowing you, thanks for being here, I think that was genuine. It was what she wanted to see happen.
All right, before we go, I'd like to say a word or two about Anthony Davis, the T-shirt he wore Tuesday night, and what he and it say about modern athletes. In case you missed it, on the night of the Pelicans' final home game, the superstar power forward wore a shirt with the slogan, "That's all, folks," emblazoned across the front. When reporters asked him if he wore the shirt to troll Pelicans fans frustrated by his trade demand, Davis says he doesn't pick out his own clothes and that he wears whatever one of his handlers lays out for him each day. Davis, like a lot of well-to-do celebrity athletes, is treated like a 5-year-old. Clothes, thoughts, schedules, companions, food, money, and whatnot are all managed by others. This is the blessing of the wealth and fame modern professional sports provide. It's also the curse. At the tender age of 19, Anthony Davis walked off a college campus into a multi-million-dollar shoe contract and a multi-million-dollar NBA contract. He cashed his genetics lottery ticket before he turning 20. He bypassed the natural and traditional order of accumulating American wealth. The side effects of that leap are worthy of discussion. It's why I sit here day after day and orchestrate an examination of the modern American athlete. They're not who they used to be or who you think they are. Money has made them different in significant ways, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, especially if we recognized it and changed the way we perceive them and adjusted our expectations for them. Television and its running mates, fame and fortune, have elevated professional athletes to American royalty. They have servants, they live in mansions, they have multiple homes. They're granted access and privilege by our institutions solely because of their ability to entertain. They live like kings, and more important, they think like them. They're disconnected from you, the typical sports fan. They exist in a far different world than the average American. I'm truly happy for them. There was a time I thought I could be one of them. It's a great life. Magic Johnson just quit one of the best jobs in sports because he prefers his life as a retired king. I think it's time we quit asking our modern day kings, people who haven't picked out their own clothes in years, to be more than athletes. Servants, privilege, fame, and ungodly wealth throughout your 20s and 30s aren't the building blocks for leadership in the real world. They're the building blocks for entitlement and avoidance of responsibility, a lack of self-awareness, and an outsized ego. Since 1979, Magic Johnson has existed in the same bubble as our president. It's no surprise he quit his job to tweet. More Speak for Yourself coming up next.
Give me that.